V'hinei Moshe im hios shahaya lamayla mayla b'madrega. Now Moshe, even though he was very high in level, hayagam kin shafel v'anav, he was also humble and lowly. Mikol adam chulu v'anav mikol adam, and more humble than everyone else. V'zeu shalach lecha nashim, and that's why it says, send for yourself men, pirushlach anashim shehim in bechinas umadrega shelcha, that is, send men that are from the concept and your level. People like Moshe, kedei shehem yuchlu la'alos l'hagbia es eretz Canaan, in order that they should be able to elevate and lift up the land of Canaan. V'hainu ma shekasu v'achakach ish echad, and like it says afterwards, one man, dainu shenimshachim bechinas echad chulu, that is, that each one is coming from the concept of echad, v'Hashem echad. Knodim inyan echad va'ed, like as is known the concept of echad and va'ed from Shema, asher echad hu yichud elah, baruch shem hu yichud tata, that echad of Shema is the higher unity and baruch shem is the lower unity. Moshe Rabbeinu alav shalom lo amar rak echad, and Moshe Rabbeinu only said echad and not baruch shem. So that's why they're on Shem Moshe, that they say echad. Ein b'torah b'dibur hamaschil b'chodesh hashlishi b'Parshas Yisro v'nei mevor b'makom acher al pasuk lecha havaya hagdula chulu. Now it's brought in another place on the verse, to you Hashem is the greatness, ki chol b'shamayim v'aretz, that all in the heavens and the earth. Now osios lecha, osios called, that osios to you are the same letters as called. So you have the beginning of lecha havaya hagdula and it ends with ki kol. Call who milamata lamayla, but only it's that the concept of call is from below to above. That is, that we're drawing down the 50 gates of bina, bechinas bina, bechinas shamayim, into the heavens, umisham lebechinas aretz, and from there to the earth, from above to below. So it says here milamata lamayla, but it probably means milamayla lamata. So from bina to shamayim and the arts, and then it says ubechinas lecha hainu kishem oli milamata lamayla. So call is milamayla lamata, and lecha is when they're going up from below to above. Shem betelim legabi or ein sof baruch hu, that they're nullified in comparison to the infinite light. Maybe blessed leis machshavat fisa beklal, that no thought can grasp him at all. And it's above the concept of bina and das. So it goes above to the starting place of the concept of lecha havaya agdula. And when they're going upwards, with lecha havaya going upwards, when they're in this state of nullification and inclusion, that is through the union and the light of understanding of bina into chachma, to go upwards into chachma. That this concept of chachma, of wisdom, is the strength of what? That's the concept of what you don't understand, the what, the question, that's something that's beyond understanding and intellect. Azai nikra lecha havaya, and then it's called to you havaya. Lechein os halamed kodim leos kaf. That's why the lamed comes before the kaf. Shalamed moral gimel chasadim amechusim, that the lamed hints to the three hidden kindnesses shebechagas that are in chesed v'or tiferes, shem bechinas alma diskasya, that they're from the hidden world, like it's known the concept of the Shlish Mikusa, or the Shni Shlishi Mikusa of Zeranpin. And the Yav Shlish Megula, and so you have these 3 Chasadim out of 5 that are hidden. V'akaf moral beis Chasadim Amegulim shebenetzach v'hod chulu, and the kaf hints to the 2 kindnesses that are open and revealed, that correspond with Netzach and Hod. And each one is included of 10. So that's why they're Lamed and Chaf. It's because each one is composed of, each one of the 5 Chasadim is composed of 10. So when you're going up, so Hare Alma Diskasya Kodim La'alo, so the hidden world gets elevated first. So if you're going upwards, in the word Lecha, the Lamed goes upwards before the Chaf. The 3 Shlish, the 3 Chasadim and Mekusim go up first. And the end of this pasuk, that all in the heavens and the earth, as when you draw down the 50 gates of Binah from above to below, and then the kaf comes before the lamed, that the 2 kindnesses that are revealed of Netzach and Hod, they descend first, and are revealed first. And now we explained above in that they spied out the land, that the greatness of the land is in call, is in all. That is in the concept of all in the heavens and the earth. Like we're saying here, that it has the concept of call. So the greatness, the extra concept that the land has is because that it has this concept of call. Of the 5 Chasadim coming down, and in order to first to have this his galus below, you have to first have an elevation upward. Like it says, to you Havaya is the greatness, and only afterwards does it say, because all in the heavens. And so this is also what it means, send to you men, send lecha nashim, send to you men. So it's the shlach is the hala, the lecha of the lamed chaf, like lecha vaya gdula. Birish mebichinas lecha shehi hema bitl. That is, they should have this concept of lecha, that they should have a state of nullification going upwards. Al derech lecha vaya gdula, like we said, by the idea of to you Hashem is the greatness. V'hainu gam kin lecha mebichinas shelcha. And that is also the concept of to you from your concept, from your aspect of Moshe, because Moshe comes from this idea of Chachma, that which is beyond grasping. Like we said, the Hiskalus bina into Chachma, a state of Ma'av, Bittul, Yisod Abba. So Moshe is the concept of Yisod Abba, which is also a concept of Lecha, and Kol also a concept of Yisod as well. Kichol is the Achi Bashmai V'ara, that which unites. So I guess you're uniting also Bina into Chachma here from Milamat L'mayla. And that is to say, and if so that's the 50 gates of Bina, as they're included and nullified into the supernal wisdom, and that's the concept of the 50th gate, which is that which ties together and unites the wisdom and understanding. Ein v'yesh, the not and the existence. the not and the existence, and that's what's called to you. Like it's brought in another place on the verse in Shir Hashirim, get up and go lach to you. So it's a concept of that which unites, going upwards. Kumi, to get up, ulechilach, and to go, and with this concept of lach. Like we're saying here with the lamed chaf, going upwards, the chasadim. And through this you'll have the spying out, or the yisron of the land of Canaan. To the idea of the hamshacha milamayla lamata, that corresponds with the idea of that's all in the heavens and the earth, to unite them and bring the heavens down to the earth. Canal, like we said. And look what's brought in the Mamar about let us go, Lecha, Lamed Chaf Hey, but it has so it's it seems to be milamata l'mayla. That you have to have a hamshacha from above in order to elevate her from her lowliness. The lecha dodi likras kala is a concept of the dodi comes down to the kala, even though the lamed comes before the chaf there, but there's an extra hey. In order to elevate her from her lowliness in the worlds of Bria Tzira Sia. Look what's brought about the idea of the rejoicing of the chasan above the kala, on the kala. And in another place it's explained that the concept of shemban and the gematria of behema, because the spirit of the animal descends downwards, which is not the case with the spirit of man. It goes upwards. So again, it's a concept of hamshachav, to bring upwards, to elevate. And so this is the idea of be a tail for the lions and not a head of the foxes. So you want to be a that which descends from above, or and not which comes up from below. So you want to be that the aliyah milamayla and not the yirid lamata. Shkemo erecha behema legabi adam. That just like the distinction between animal and a man, kach erecha chayus animshach lahachyos bia legabi atzilus. So too, in comparison, is the life force that's drawn to enliven the worlds of B'yitzira Asiyah in comparison to the world of Atzilus. So the lowest level of Atzilus is the Zon of Larayos, whereas the Hamshach to Biyah is the Rosh L'Shualim. So we want to elevate Malchus into Atzilus to be the Zon of Larayos. Chedei lahalus Shemban la'Atzilus, and in order to elevate Shemban into Atzilus, Aliyas behema ba'adam, the elevation of animal into man, and like the idea of after the counting of the Omer, Birban, all about Atzilus, the purification of Shemban goes up into Atzilus, B'bichinas Adam, into the concept of man, Bilkuti Torah b'Shir Hashirim, Biral, pasuk called Dodi in the Kuti Torah and Shir Hashirim, an explanation of the voice of my beloved. So that's also a concept of purifying the animal to go upwards into the Shar Hanun of Bina, like we're saying here, that you have Lecha and Kal are all Gematria 50, that it's all a concept of connection to the Shari Bina, or the Nun Shari Bina, either drawing down from Bina to below with Kal, or Lecha, an elevation above. to the 50th gate, which is the concept of Moshe, who's Yisod Abba, which is the Shar HaNun that unites Chochmah and Bina, the Skalulus of Bina upwards into Chochmah. So I mean, we're saying here that it's also a concept of Birur of the Behema upwards into Adam. And to awaken you to the concept of that the tzaddik knows the soul of his animal. Tzaddik chai haolamim. What's tzaddik? That's the concept of tzaddik, the life of the world, the concept of yesod. And the feminine concept is called his animal, so to speak. So, like we're saying here, you have the concept of Lecha Havaya and Kol Bashamayim, the concept of Yesod, of Tzaddik, elevating the feminine aspect, the Behema, to go upwards. Lecha Havaya. And therefore in Shabbos, the Tzaddik eats to satiate their soul. Al derech Akim Halach Masharu Ochel, like the concept of only the bread that he eats, meaning to say that it's an elevation of the feminine aspect. The eating of the tzaddik is the concept of the feminine aspect being elevated, l'hayir, and to also awaken Eliyahu, gematria behema shemban. Eliyahu is in the gematria of the animal shemban. Like we can say, similar to what our sages said in Chulin, the Perish Adam Behema, explaining what does it mean Adam Behema to Shiashem. So it says the man and animal Arumim Bedas, they are wise in knowledge, Adam, like a man. But they place themselves like an animal. There's a yum shachai de birurban, meaning to say that they humble themselves like an animal. Like David HaMelech said, Behemos ha'yisimach, or something. And this is drawn down through the purification of Shemban Behema, Behema, Adam. So through this purification, you'll elevate the concept of Behema to the concept of animal that's above man. I guess the concept of the Behema Rabbah. Like Lasilavo, you're going to have the Sharabar and so forth, the concept of Behema Rabbah. The greatness, the Yisron of the Aretz through the purification, the Hamshachim Elamayla of the Yasuros Aretz, and then you'll have the Yisron Haaretz Bechol. And the Aretz, like we're saying here, is the concept of Artzius, Behemius, that you elevate and back up into man. But we're saying here that it goes even higher. You draw down from above that. Then in another place it explains that the concept of the animal is Malchus of Malchus. That's through a drawing down from above. And that's the idea of the korban of the animal, to elevate the animal upwards. From above. And similarly, the dancing in front of the kala, also to elevate the kala upwards by lowering yourself below it. Like we said, that in order to lift up something, you have to bend down and go underneath it to lift it up. And that was the mistake of the Meraglim, that they didn't want to lower themselves. And that's why it says, send for yourself, Lecha, men, people like Moshe, V'yasuros Eretz Canaan, to have the Yisron from the land of Canaan, Malchus, Hamlubeshes Bibiah. What's the land of Canaan? That refers to the Malchus as it's enclosed in the lower worlds of Biyitzirasiyah. To elevate it up into Atzilus.